Good morning, insurance agents out there kicking tail in the senior market during this AEP. This is Bill Kiray with Nice Schloss and Fleming. Just by myself this morning, had a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about from conversations we were having with agents and agencies last week. We're going to get to those in just a minute, but I've been getting a lot of questions on what Josh and Chris and I have been talking about with the Growing the Mustaches for November, and keep those pictures coming. We've gotten a number of great photos from our agents, probably going to be talking and showing those to you on Thursday when we have our next show. But one of the things I wanted to share with you is actually the website that kind of got this all moving for me, which is Movember. If you want to go to that website, you can get there at us.movember, Movember.com. So free plug for these guys, but this was really the website that got it started for me. I'd heard about it in terms of growing the mustache to create awareness and also raise funds for prostate cancer awareness and research, and just wanted to share that with you. I've been getting a lot of those questions, like I said, over the course of the last week or so. A lot of tremendous information about what they're trying to do for men's health, and just thought it was something important to share, something that has been important to me for the last couple years, and just thought I'd pass that information along to you. So look forward to, again, on the next show on Thursday, November 12th, we'll be sharing some of those pictures we're getting from our agents who are rocking the mustaches all across the country. Well, the AEP is cooking. I mean, we're well into it. We're not quite halfway there in terms of the actual dates to collect enrollments for January 1st, but we're getting there. We're getting really close. So with the AEP cooking, obviously you're working with your existing clients, you're working through leads, but a number of agents have been asking the question, and they've said, you know what, I think I underbought in terms of leads, in terms of mail that they were doing or different things, and they've kind of said, is it too late to go out and get more leads? Is the clock running out? And I would say for some methods of lead generation, it is too late. So think about it very specifically. One method that agents use a great deal is direct mail. So if we're talking about calling up a company like Lead Concepts or Target Leads or Kramer or YIG, which does a lot of direct mail work for us here, if you think about the time from order placement to getting those leads back, you're probably looking at about three and a half week turnaround time. Now, hopefully the Postal Service will be working a lot faster now that the election is over, but specific to that turnaround time, if you just account for 3 weeks, which is usually what we budget for, today's November 10th, you don't want to be getting leads on December 1st. That you're really out of time, not just in terms of working those leads, but the folks that would be receiving your lead cards, most of them may have already made a decision. So I would suggest that at this point on the 10th of November, as we sit here, it's probably too late to employ a direct mail lead strategy to try to get more leads coming inbound. And this question is coming from a lot of agents based upon the fact that many of them looked at the situation with coronavirus and they thought, is this really a year to spend money? Is this a year where most people are going to want to sit back and really not change plans? Is there concern about doing that? And what we've seen is that consumers are far more interested in both shopping and switching than a lot of us maybe really anticipated. So I want to talk through with you two quick options on how to get some inbound lead flow that's pretty timely, that can help boost your sales if you're looking to do that. All right, so let's hit the first one. This is what I call the modified referral strategy. All right, so referrals are a key element of any insurance agent's business that's really successful, because the best client that you have is your biggest advocate. Think about who your best clients are. People that have been with you for years, they rely upon you. They aren't going to go out and try to find another insurance agent to shop their coverage. Those folks will be the ones that champion your services, your expertise, your knowledge. And obviously, you work referrals during a normal course of the year. Many agents are used to going out to those clients in January, February, March, and trying to get referrals for OEP. But let's talk about a modified referral strategy that can work right now during AEP to help pump up your sales. So think about your existing clients that you've already met with, especially in this COVID-influenced environment. Who are your clients that did not want to meet in person? Who were the ones that were sitting there saying to themselves, you know what, I know we've always met in person, but I don't really feel comfortable doing it right now. What are my other options? Maybe someone that you've mailed enrollments to, different things. But think about your consumers who are most concerned about COVID, but still wanted to talk through plan options. These are exactly the perfect people to get referrals from right now. Now, if you think about yourself, think about how your friends, the people that you associate with on a daily basis, that you communicate with, that are part of your circle, many of them think and believe very similar things to you. Now, you don't agree on everything, but most of the time, we tend to spend the most time with folks that have similar interests, ideals, beliefs. If you think about your consumers that were least interested in meeting in person, the people inside of their circle are probably also folks who are incredibly concerned about coronavirus and probably also don't want to meet with an agent. One strategy that you can employ, contact those people and make sure to say to them, hey, everything's okay with either the enrollment that we submitted or the plan option that we determined that was best for you. But one thing that I found is that there are a lot of consumers whose agents aren't going out to see them and that don't have the ability to enroll them electronically like we enrolled you. Do you have friends that need help, that need to be able to work with an agent who's got access to an enrollment platform like Medicare Center? These individuals need assistance. I've got the technology to help them. Can you think of people who could use my expertise and the use of a platform to be able to enroll electronically and safely without meeting in person? I think that you'll find that with those consumers that very specifically did not want to meet in person and that have high coronavirus concerns, they have friends who are in a similar position from a mindset perspective, and that if you pose the question to them that way, I want to help these consumers, I want to help them safely make a plan selection, I think that you'll find that you've got a pool of consumers that probably need your help. So let's talk about the second thought that I've been having about trying to get lead flow right here where we're almost to the middle of November. Now, we talked about deployment time with direct mail leads. It's too long. 3 weeks is too long. What you need is something that is instant. How can you get your message, your lead opportunity, your offer to help people with your expertise and your plan information? How can you get in front of them now? The answer is Facebook. With Facebook, you can go in and build an advertisement for yourself that instantaneously, from the moment you hit return, done, complete, is in front of consumers. More importantly, it is targeted. You aren't going out and wallpapering your advertisement for Medicare in front of 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. You're able to segment down your age bands, income, target zip codes, and you're able to get it in front of exactly the consumers that are most interested or most appropriate for your message. And lastly, from a budget perspective, and I'll be honest, when we first started talking about Facebook leads a while back, I'm thinking, oh my God, what happens if we put an advertisement out there and then all of a sudden I get a bing on my credit card that I'm using to pay for it, and it's like, oh my God, I just bought $20,000 worth of leads from Facebook. What am I gonna do? First of all, how am I gonna pay for that? But secondly, what am I gonna do with all these leads? You set the budget, you set the cap. If you want to spend, $400 a day on that, it's very easy if you want to spend $800 a day, $200 a day, whatever it is. The lead process with Facebook is 3 things that are all incredibly pertinent to right now in the situation with the AEP. It's instant, it is targeted, and it is budgeted, which is very important if you're trying to put a lead program together to get them in your hands right away with consumers that are most likely to respond to your message and you set the amount of funds that you're willing to spend. If you are looking to get some assistance specific to putting a Facebook lead program together, contact us. We're doing it right now for agents all across the country. Actually just finished one this morning right before I walked in to film with Ryan. We are able to do it, and we can help you with compliant language that is going to generate leads for you. So, again, just to kind of recap, it is not too late to get more leads in your hand. It is too late for direct mail. If anyone's trying to convince you, and if you're talking to a mail house, they want to make money, and that's cool. Like, I get it. Our folks at all the various direct mail lead shops, they're in business to make money, but it is too late to do direct mail leads and think that you are going to get a great return that is actionable prior to 12/7. It's just too late. You need something that can really be implemented right away. And what we are finding is the two ways to do this, the two best ways to do this, is that modified referral strategy where you're hitting your consumers who are concerned about COVID, interested in online enrollment. They have friends that are in the same boat. Offer your services. People are concerned about other human beings. They're concerned about their friends, not just being exposed to COVID, but they're concerned about them being able to make an enrollment decision with an insurance professional like you. Make sure you're giving them that opportunity. And secondly, with the Facebook lead program, again, instant, targeted, budgeted, and we can help you. So just a couple things. We will be back with you on November 12th. So that's 2 days from now on Thursday at 7 a.m. with our next episode. Going to hit a number of topics. Going to bring to you again some of these mustache photos that we've been getting from our agents all across the country. So I'm really excited to share those with you. This is Bill Kiray, and this has been Near and Far. Thanks. Have a great day.